Well, good evening guys, Richard from Driftomaniacs here, and I'm out with Jay from Highway 1 and Chris from Highway 1, and today we're going to talk through the Traxxas TRX4 Sport, which these guys are both very familiar with, as well as the TRX4. I've been out on the trail with them, and we're going to get some good footage of both of these cars side by side, coming up and talk about the differences of those on the trail, but tonight we're going to talk through them on a bench as to what the differences are.
Definitely.
First and foremost, hey, thanks for having us on your show, man. This is awesome. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Richie. This is awesome, bro.
This is awesome. So, Richie, what do you want to know about the Traxxas TRX4, man?
Well, you've run both, haven't you? You've got the Ford Bronco version, so what are you finding more beneficial about it? I saw when we were out at Mount Diablo the other day, the TRX4 Sport was kicking butt, to say the least.
Well, you know, the TRX4 Sport has, here, you can display it in front of them. Hold it for them real quick. This truck has really just dropped both me and Jay's jaw. But we've been here since the very beginning with this. This is actually the truck that started it off with us. Me and Jay were debating. Jay's like, don't do it. I did it. You know. The greatest thing someone told us was when we went to the hobby shop, they said, well, the good thing about it, it's a Traxxas. The worst thing about it, it's a Traxxas. and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that information? But me and Jay bought it, and this truck made me the driver I am today because of its top heaviness, because of this body that's heavy. You know, I give a lot of respect to this product right here. You know, micro servers is where it's at. I mean, Jay, you tell them what you think.
Like I said, you're going to notice a difference in capabilities and drivabilities and stabilities just driving any of the Traxxas rigs. And I mean, you should, because they have a lot of research and development. They had a lot more time to research and development over Axle products and Viteras, and learned where to put their weight stock and how to gear it properly and what people wanted and didn't want. They came out with a great product for you to keep it limited with this one, with no 2-speed and no unlocking diffs and stuff. Or you could get the 2-speed unlocking diffs in that one.
I mean, I'm thinking now my next mod's probably going to be to change that body for something much lighter, because certainly noticing the difference now on the extreme bits where I made a few weight mods to it internally.
Definitely.
It's still battling against the weight of that roof rack in particular.
Well, you know, me and Jay are gonna actually leave you that to test drive. You tell us what you think of that product. Right. But honestly, I bought this truck because of this color and this body. What made you buy this?
One of the key things is that body, because when it's brand new and it's not scratched up to hell, it is absolutely eye-popping in that colour. And it's one of the only Traxxas cars that I found to be truly waterproof. I mean, they claim they're waterproof receiver, well, it's classed as a waterproof receiver box as opposed to a waterproof receiver. This is the only car that, as stock, I've driven that thing with a stream up to its roof for like 10 minutes underwater. You have to put wheel weights in it, by the way, because the wheels will want to make the truck float out of the water. But that's the only one that takes 10 minutes underwater without any problems at all.
It's awesome.
And that's truly why me and Jay fell in love with this thing. It was waterproof. It took a beating, and not only that, it was one of the first trucks that came out this year with scale mods like a snorkel, side mirrors. It was actually one of the first ones with an exo. I mean, Jay, tell them what you thought about it when we first saw it.
It's a beautiful rig. I like scales, and that's a scale rig right there. You could take the rear tire off like he did to get more stability. If any of you are struggling with stability with one of those rigs, take the spare tire off. Trust me, believe us. It holds you back, and it's going to scratch your body because you're going to crash a lot more with it on. And then, you know, you could get the Bronco that doesn't come with that. It doesn't come with an exo cage, but keeps the weight down to stock. You know, you just got a lot of options to go with this, and that's why I like them, because they're given a wide variety. Even with the Tactic one, if you don't even want a scale one, you like kind of just non-licensed bodies, get the Tactic.
And taking that wheel off, that's a nice free mod as well, isn't it?
Free mod.
Yeah.
And it's the most competitive.
It's going to save your body, trust me.
But this thing is something to talk about, because the battery placement's still in the same place, but the balance and the foundation you have while you're driving it is totally different from any one of the micro servo style TRX4s. I mean, we can't wait for you to test drive it.
I mean, this thing, when I saw you driving this at Mount Diablo, whereas I was having to like work a bit hard to get up the really steep stuff on there, this thing was just driving like straight up it without any worry at all. And I was thinking, oh, it's going to fall back in a minute. It's not, but no, just straight up without very little fuss. at all.
It was pretty cool watching it get down, huh? It was really something to watch.
The fast way down, bang.
And if you're wondering what this is a Nick Moore performance build, which he took a Traxxas TRX4 kit, which comes with the micro servos in 2-speed. And he cut the frame just a little bit, nice shock hoops, different shocks, different motor, ESC, brass up front, different wheels, tires, shot out Voodoo, and
has that got the Castle Crawler set up?
it's an amazing rig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Castle Slate
Outstanding,
system.
that.
Most
You know, we
definitely.
run those in majority. Nick's our performance man, and Castle, shout out to Castle, that's what we run, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got one waiting to the Castle setup waiting to go back in my my TRX4.
Got a Reefs RC servo up front. This is a very nice build right here. Right, Chris?
Oh.
So capable. So hold on, here's something else. When this rig came out, bone stock, remember this is a bone stock rig, our builder built this to try to tackle this one. So when it makes our builder build something for a stock rig, you know, that says something about this. This is very competitive rig right here out the box for sure.
Yeah, I got to give it the Traxxas.
And that's got substantial
It's got some weight up front.
weight shifting, hasn't it? For
Obvious
the servo
brass
which is
here.
different, and
Even some of this
Yeah.
black down here is brass, believe it or not.
Well, you know, Rich,
Powder
you see
coated.
some of the steep stuff we crawl. We need as much weight up front as possible.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you see we still have to come down.
Uh-huh.
So our balance is...
We're gonna have to,
We do a lot of science over here to make sure that we can go straight up and come back down at the same time. You
what
know,
goes up must come down.
that is correct.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
put I come about what 20 foot straight down off the side. That's the fast route.
Well, you see, you were trying to beat us.
Yeah.
It's not a race, it's
You
crawling.
did a good job. I mean, I gotta give you tons of respect. My man busted his truck.
Show him, give him a close up on that camera.
This guy busted his
Put a
truck.
real dent in it.
It's quite so. Given the fact of the height it fell, that's a lot of positives for the truck. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
almost
it didn't.
definitely.
That's
Like
the-
none of the plastic, the exoskeleton frame bust at all.
And you
did it?
drove the rest of the day too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're talking, this thing fell off something taller than your house.
And to be fair, he only fell because his tires. He's got these. What do you call these? These hub
And
covers.
the big locks have got hub covers on.
He's got hub covers. If you take those off and just make sure his tires were planted, honestly, you would have made it, Richie. I had so much faith in you. I just didn't want you to beat your truck up too much. But yeah, you get them wheel hubs off and
It struck me that I've actually still got the. I had to replace one of those the hexes. I had a problem when fitting the brass portals to those, so I had to get some metal hexes, which have just arrived at my local hobby store, which I've got to fit back on that truck to replace the plastic ones, which
Yeah.
hopefully should solve the problem.
Definitely.
no, this is a great truck, man. And Traxxas, one thing that we like about Traxxas is the competitive progression it's made for the crawling community. This truck right here has got everyone needing to step their game up, and that's honestly true. I mean, the CRC, me and Jay, that was our favorite truck, and this truck blew that truck right out the water, and that's just the truth.
Sorry, it's interesting the video I put up on the Gen 8 this week. People have been commenting on how it's copied Traxxas, etc., etc., etc. Which I was thinking, well, maybe Traxxas copied quite a few ideas of other people in putting this forwards together.
You may to some extent, but at the same time, I wouldn't do that to Red Cat for the simple. They're finding their own identity, and in portals is nothing new. There's other products that use portals, and the truth is, me and Jay believe if Axial don't come out with some portals, they came out with the Vanquish portals, right, Jay?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
dude. Yeah.
I actually googled it today. Portal axles, first used in World War II by Volkswagen. So this is nothing new. Actually, Traxxas coming up with portal axles, maybe the first on an RC car, but then I'm not. I mean, you guys know crawlers better than me. Were they the first people with it on crawlers?
no, they weren't.
Or were they not?
There's another company, CSTX, or what's the Jeep that what's his name runs?
What, GCM?
Is that the one that
And I'm not to be like that, but if we got to do this much research, they're kind of the first ones to do it.
You think so?
I mean, we can't name the person
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
No disrespect, we just don't know.
There you go.
I know that they have them. Besides, can I show the people something real quick?
Yeah.
Besides you having like more room under here without bottoming it out, it's also a lot of weight on the outside where the wheels are that brings this weight, low center of gravity down, and makes it stable. So it's not just the clearance you gain, it's also out the box stock where we like to place weight is already there done naturally stock.
I mean, since I've switched those brass outer portal axles on there, the handling of mine has just been transformed. Just with that the weight shift alone on that.
Exactly. But you'll be surprised stock, and these are good tires too. These stock tires, even though they're not licensed, they work amazingly stock. With a simple body change, you could have a scale rig and just take it from there with this for sure.
We did a video with the Bronco when it came out in a winter storm.
Watch that video.
And that
they have winter in California.
Oh.
Nobody told me that.
not the kind of winters you're used to. We didn't have no snow.
Yeah.
But we had waves piling down on us, and yeah, it was a great video. And it was me and Jay trying to prove to the YouTube world that these tires are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of that day, Jay?
It performed well, and it showed they work under any circumstance, wet, dry, algae, straight out the box, and we weren't looking for more traction. It's an amazing tire.
I would say, thinking about it, in New Jersey, me and Ryan crawled up a frozen riverbed, so we're crawling up sheet ice with those tires on, and they were pretty good. You know, you weren't on the point of giving up.
Yeah,
you made it up there.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
they did pretty well
right
considering.
Here. Look at this. You said you ran through the winter. You could feel that it's been in the water, and look at you can still feel the traction. These are the tires you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
They work.
Traxxas makes
Which
some
you
great
need to
products.
squeeze the water out of, don't you? Because otherwise they continue to drip water everywhere for the next week. Or have you clothes?
You got me. Hey, check it out. We just got to meet Richie's lovely daughter. But check it out. We're about to finish it up. But before we do go, I just noticed this before we go. Shout out Jay's favorite tire right there. The TSL Super Swamper. Look at that. 2.2.
They look good on there.
Yeah.
They failed a little bit on the bodywork though still.
But honestly,
Yeah.
we've seen you progress as a driver, bro.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
And thank
the only
you,
way
Leslie.
was up. The only way
This
was
was fun.
up. Thank you very much. And I'm learning a lot from these guys at OE1 RC. Do check out their channel. We'll link to it below the video.
We'll see you on the trail.
And we'll have a video coming up fairly soon with these cars up against each other on the trail, and we'll talk about the differences between the two, how they drive in real life, what the different nuances are between the cars. Anyway guys,
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
anyway guys, stay tuned for more.
It's our first time.
We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.